Hello and welcome to my reality Jeep life with me, the Vermont Jeep Girl, and this is my daily vlog of 2013. Today I am helping Kman out with wiring up a winch for his CJ5. And what I need to do is I have some 2.0 cable, welding cable, which I just cut the end off here. And what I'm going to be doing is putting this, crimping the end on here. If I can get this back on now. This is very thick wire, and what we're going to use to crimp this end on this 2.0 cable is this little crimping tool. It's spring loaded. That's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is line my cable up here. Try to do this without hurting myself. Unfortunately, the deck of the crane is the only really hard surface that I have. Move it down a little more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some shrink tubing over the top of this, and as you can see, that crimped it on there nice and tight. So now we have one electrical cable for Kman's winch. Okay, now that I've crimped on another end for Kman and his winch, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some heat shrink on it. Heat shrink comes in different lengths, and all it is like a rubbery plastic kind of consistency, and we're going to stick it over this connector to right about here. And what this is going to do after I heat this up, it's going to shrink onto my connection and it's going to keep the moisture out, and it's going to prevent it from shorting out. Okay? In order for me to melt this on here, I'm going to use a heat gun in order to shrink the shrink tubing onto the wire. Let's see. Can't see, the sun's so bright. I don't know if you can see that or not, but with the heat, it's starting to shrink it on there. That's really cool. that heated on there and shrunk on there, I now have a pretty good cover on my connector.